Welcome back to the Tokyo Fresh Podcast. I don't know who's going first, so I just took the initiative.
Thanks, David. I'm Jordan.
No problem.
How you doing, man? It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, dude. I think you went away. I went away. Stuff was happening.
We had an episode in between. It wasn't like we...
No, yeah, we didn't just vanish, but...
vanished for a month.
Fuck, honestly, 2025 is looking to be a year where it's going to be like, we jump on, and then we have to jump off sometimes, back on again, back off again.
Yeah, I think, this has suddenly become a bi-weekly
podcast.
Not by choice, but
Sorry about that, boys.
It just happened to be that way.
It's bad. I think the end of the financial year as well. So we're in March currently. So for those who don't know, March is the end of the financial year in Japan. This is the busiest time. It's for anyone working. I got a message last week, Monday, from the guy who does all the accounting stuff in the company. And he's like,
accountant?
Yeah, no, it's not the accountant. Exactly. It's not the accountant.
The guy who does the accounting,
no,
not the accountant.
It's the guy who manages the systems that lead into accounting. Like the system administrator guy, basically.
Man, we got people showing up now. Now that I can see both YouTube and Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
People showing up.
But I get a message from like the system administrator guy, and he's basically like, it was such a fucking tongue-in-cheek message. He's like, guys, it's everyone's favorite time of the year. And I'm reading, I'm like,
taxes.
No, I'm like, oh boy, is it fucking free cake day? Ooh, what is it going to be?
Pizza party?
Ooh, is it a pizza party? No, it's the time of the year where you have to go over thousands and thousands of your deals. And if your deal is still open for whatever reason at the end of the tax year, you got to close it. So there's shit like stuff that's been started by people who used to work in sales, transferred to another department, but they technically have deals laid over from sales. They now have to go back to sales and try to close those deals.
Figure out what the fuck's going on.
For whatever it is. Because some of the deals, it's like, oh, I'll mark it as lost, I'll mark it as won. The system we use has this where you drag it from one end to another, then you just mark it as lost to one, basically. So a lot of mine was basic. Jordan, you have like 50 deals. You need to just basically click one and then just like close the deal out. Easy. Took an hour, job done. There's another guy, he had a deal laid over from like last year, and it was such a convoluted deal that suddenly dropped, but then also went through. So he now has to go back, talk to the client who he's not spoken to in almost a year, and be like, hey guys, me again. Can I get all this information from you guys? Could you help me out here? If the client's like, nah, I don't feel like it, you're kind of fucked. Like, our invoice is going to be completely shattered. Like, we're going to get in trouble by the Japanese government. It's a big thing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, taxes sucks.
Fraud, whatever. Every fucking company in Japan's doing massive amounts of fraud. It's just whether you get caught or not.
There's an ancient Japanese saying. It translates to fraud schmord. I mean, what is this anyway? Like, legitly. But no, it's dangerous. I'm doing like tax things as well. But because I've done so much like part-time work this year, my tax threshold.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I forget you're doing that other job too, right? Like you got to report on that.
Yeah, I'm doing another.
I got to report on mine too. Shit.
It sucks. It's bad. Yeah. I'm doing it like, I have like the second job, then I have like other like random part-time stuff I'm doing, influencer shit. So I was looking into doing my own taxes, and I spoke to some like, experts in the field, guys who've done their taxes for years, and everyone was lying to me. People were like, it's easy. It's straightforward. You just gather all your receipts forever and ever. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Grab your receipts. How many receipts do you think I'm keeping?
None.
Zero. The answer is zero.
Not lots. It was really difficult. They were like, oh, grab all your receipts and then like you make a big Excel spreadsheet. And I was like, wow, can I pay someone to do this? They're like, yeah, it's really expensive. I was like, okay, how much? It was really so expensive. I was like, cool. So I messaged my friend who has his own company, and I was like, who does your taxes? And he's like, my wife. And I was like, no, we'll keep going. And how does she get those taxes done? She's like, oh, with a separate company. I was like, here we go.
Of course.
Give me.
Yeah, I'm not
introduce
doing
me.
any of that shit.
No
I'm
fucking way.
I'll do the base what I hate.
Oh, yeah.
I have to like to not get in trouble with the government,
and that's it.
And that's I'm not like sitting there counting my Family Mart fucking receipts to find out how much it's like, dude, come on, like fuck off.
I'm paying there's an accounting company. I think I'm paying them 130,000 yen. So like I don't know how much that is, it's like $800 maybe. Like $800 to do my tax for me, and they give me
They'll
this.
probably save you more money. So like,
Oh,
realistically,
we're already talking next year.
Yeah.
So like, I had a big call with them, and I was like, hey guys, this year I have receipts from like second jobs and invoices.
Those Family Mart receipts are a tax deductible
Yes.
work expense.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're
Yes.
at work, yes, they might
Yes.
be.
100% they are. I'm talking to here's how funny it is. I was talking to the tax people, and they were like, "Quick call, Jordan, so we can just like speed run some of the stuff like next year, so you know exactly what you need for next year." Because they were like looking at how your invoices are going, looking at how like money you're making. Next year's gonna be a bigger tax year for you, so let's talk, just so you get ahead of the curve. I was like, sounds great, sounds cool. Quick half an hour conversation. They're like, do you work from home? I'm like, yeah. They were like, cool, rent deductible. I'm like, what? They're like, do you have bills? I was like, yeah, I have bills, like deductible. So I'm throwing out hypotheticals. I'm like, I'm gonna buy a computer. They're like, will you be doing work on that computer? I was like, yeah, of course I would. They're like, deductible. I was like, okay, I want to buy an espresso maker because I want one X, Y, and Z. They're like, will you be using that during work time? I'm like, constantly. They're like, deductible.
Because listen,
Crazy.
that is a requirement of my workday.
Crazy.
It doesn't change.
Yeah.
It'll be there every single time I use it.
Yep.
Like, yeah. I mean, I think that's a perfectly fine deduction.
The things that you can deduct are actually insane. Next year I'm deducting like my entire year of rent from the house, basically from the days that I worked in the house. Rent, electricity, I think gas, water gets deducted as well. Like a whole bunch of shit. It's so fucking interesting. It's so interesting. It was like a 30-minute conversation that we ended up taking like 45 minutes, an hour, just like being like, can I deduct this? Can I deduct this? Can I deduct this? Like, yeah, send us everything, and we'll sort it basically. Just make sure like at least put them in packages, so it's like, this is like house stuff, this is like whatever. Like as long as like it makes a resemblance of sense, we can get it deducted. And that's like 130,000. Yeah, worth every fucking penny. Worth every fucking yen I'm paying for that, dude. Yeah. But yeah, that was my yesterday. It was 5 hours of doing this. Fucking
Oh my
sucked.
God.
Yeah, it was horrible. Awful.
Yeah.
I was meant to be drinking. I was meant to be out drinking with like some friends, and I get a message like, hey, we need you to like do this stuff like now. And I was like, I'll get it done in a couple hours. 5 hours later, I'm like, yeah.
Still doing it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck me, dude. Apparently it's meant to be like an hour, 2 hour job, but because I've never done it myself, everything's taking so much longer. And because I don't want to just like throw things at the accountant, see and be like, get it done. I want to like actually understand what I'm doing. So next year I can like actually take my time to get it done properly. So I'm trying to learn at every step as I'm going. Dude, absolute fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, but once you do it, you know how to do it, and then it's not. An
Oh
issue.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your week been? How's your 2 weeks been?
So,
been
I'm trying to think. What did I do all week?
What did I do?
What did I do? I went to work. I guess I should say the reason why I wasn't here last week.
Oh yeah.
On the weekend is I went back to Hyogo because the wife's dad not doing super great. Went to go visit him in the hospital. Unfortunately, that hospital is 800 kilometers away in a different province. So you gotta go and take the train. You gotta go there.
Poor guy.
And
How's he
then
doing?
turns out that due to hospital regulations, because of COVID and all this other stuff, and like
Even now?
it's more that he's in like a like a vulnerable
Oh, I see.
like patient ward type thing where like if someone gets sick from something outside, like
It's
that
just gonna-
person's fucking dead.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
You're only allowed like 15 minutes of like visitation time, so like we went all the way there for 15 minutes, which like it's fine. Like he's not,
I get
he's
it.
not doing well, so he needs to see people. So went all the way to Hyogo for that. But we saw my
Your family.
I guess technically she's my grandmother-in-law.
Hell yeah, dude.
I guess.
Yeah.
And she gave you a delicious sakura
Oh my dude.
thing. I had trouble not eating all of them, so you're lucky that I didn't eat them all.
Do you know what's
because
bad as well?
I definitely would have.
I sat down and David's like, oh, here you go. Here's like this delicious cake thing from Kobe. And I was like, ooh, little sakura flavor cake. Sounds delectable. I'll take a little bite and see how I feel about it. I opened the package and David's like, give it a smell. And I'm like, this is the most delectable thing.
It smells
It's
so
so
fucking
fucking
like
good. Like sakura and cinnamon.
So
God.
I've been living in Japan long enough.
Yeah.
We've both been living in Japan long enough that you've come across sakura flavored things, right? You're like,
I know what it is. Yeah.
I got fucking sakura flavored coffee. I got sakura flavored like ice cream or whatever. And typically, it's kind of shit. It's kind of bad.
Sakura flavored coffee was probably the worst thing I'd put in my
Yeah, it
body.
has like a very gross like
gritty aftertaste.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not. It tastes like flowers.
It tastes like flowers. It's like you're licking grass, and then you take a shot of espresso afterwards.
That, however, was fucking good.
I inhaled it. I was like, oh, I should eat it on the podcast. I inhaled the entire thing. Oh yeah, I took a photo of it. I'll put it in the Discord so you guys can like check the package.
Oh, it
still
smells good.
It still
smells good.
When I picked it up, I was like, the memories. Yes. The memories of what was lost.
It's called Kobe Boucher.
Kobe Boucher. It's really good.
Masterpiece of sweets flavored, born in Kobe.
Yeah, they're not wrong.
Yeah. Masterpiece of sweets? Yeah, damn, they right.
I don't like sweet things.
Damn, they right.
I don't like sweet things. I fucking inhaled it.
But yeah, typically, yes, Dan, you are correct. We all shit on sakura flavor. That's because typically 99.9% of the time
it's bad.
Dog shit.
Yeah, it's awful.
But there are exceptions to the rule occasionally.
With all things,
and that is one of them.
What
else I do? When I was in Hyogo, I got to do something that was like food related that's kind of interesting in Hyogo.
Was it Kobe teppanyaki thingy?
No, so this was in my like my family's hometown, like where they're from.
Yeah.
But they had I assume you've heard of, and you could probably make sense of this when I tell you the name.
Go on.
They had a katsumeshi restaurant.
Oh, it's so
there.
good.
Now,
it's
normally,
so good.
katsumeshi, you're like, okay, whatever. This is it's katsu and rice and like whatever, right?
No,
but the interesting thing about this store is that it was from the Meiji period and it still exists.
Shit.
So it's over 120 years old. And it's still in the same spot, still serving katsumeshi. And on this trip, I don't know why. I don't know if it's like I drank like weird water or ate something funky, but like for a good duration of this trip, my stomach was just doing like flips. Yeah, like it was bad. Like it did not feel good. And we went to this katsumeshi place, and I got katsumeshi, and it was so fucking good. And I hated it because it was so fucking good, and my stomach felt like shit. And I just sat there thinking like, man, I feel like garbage, and this still tastes good. I'm like, I know I'm gonna regret eating this later because I'm already like not feeling well.
100%, yeah.
But it's still so good, I can't stop eating it. And like, it's like nothing. It's not like a special like fancy we made it with Kobe beef. Like it's
just
not
good.
It's just good.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's still around for 120 years later proves that it's good because it's still successful enough that when we went in, every single fucking table had a person at it.
Dude, Jesus. It's little things that I find really entertaining. Japanese food does really weird things where they go, we're gonna do something really cool and modern. We're gonna analyze the fucking shit out of this rice and make the greatest thing you've ever had in your entire life. And you eat it and you go, yes, it's really good. It's cost me about 7,000 yen.
5,000 yen.
Yeah, but it was pretty good. And then you go like some old man izakaya, the one that we always go to, the guy who serves chicken.
Dude, it was like 450 yen.
Like this shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, my point exactly.
I mean, there's something to be said about going to eat somewhere in the kind of more Inaka parts of Japan where shit is just in general cheap. Like we went to, because when we first went there, her mom like is not eating well, I think mostly because she's kind of worried about, her husband being in the hospital. So me and Chiro were like, okay, we'll go to her house and make dinner for her and like prep some meals so like she doesn't have to worry about it. And just like going to the store and looking at the prices, and it's like, oh, I can buy a pack of green peppers for like 110 yen.
Oh, easy.
And I'm like, how? What?
Because I'm down the road.
You can't. Yeah, like here it's like, oh, you want to buy that? It's like double the price.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, legitly.
You're buying like a full size fucking daikon, 50 yen.
There's this thing I was saying about moving to the countryside. I really want to eventually just like once I have enough things established, I'd be like, all right, fuck it, we're going to countryside.
Yeah.
Like, bye. Like, cost of living is cheaper there. But it's easier to live there as well. I would say it's like more fun. The only thing I would say is that the warnings I've heard about the countryside from like other internationals who live there is like, oh, you will be like the town spectacle.
Right. Yes.
Everyone will know who you are. And I've heard that from like a bunch of different people. And I think I was saying to like my significant other, I was like, hey, listen, even if we go to the countryside, I'm gonna be, no matter where we go, I'm gonna be like known in the area.
Yeah.
And they're like,
how
no.
could you not?
Yeah, because how can I not? And they're like, no, we've moved to this new area X amount of months ago. Are you known here? And I was like, yes, but you've not seen it yet because we don't walk around outside together enough. Last time we're hanging out, we all get banh mi. Gang, fucking delicious. Great Vietnamese place. Everyone speaks Vietnamese. The menu's in Vietnamese. Crazy. We leave, walking back home. There's a guy walking over. Nya nya, just grinning at us. Some guy was like, this guy's fucking... I was like, no, I know him. She's like, what the fuck? It's like, how? I was like, I know him. That's my boy. Dab him up, say hello. She's like, where? It's like, how do you have friends in the area? And I was like, I have multiple friends in the area already.
It's fucking funny too, because yeah, like we were staying at their parents, like they have like an extra apartment that they bought. They own the apartment and then they bought a house after, and they just kept the apartment.
That's the plan.
To use for a business.
That's
or whatever.
the plan. Yeah.
But there's like the security guard guy like at the apartment, and we're leaving, and he's like, "Oh, are you like so and so's daughter?"
Shit.
and she's like, "Yeah, I am." And he's like,
so,
"Oh, I haven't seen you for like 10 years. Are you still going abroad?" And she's like, Nope. That I can't. I came back like 10 years ago, and he's like, "Is this your friend from the UK?" And she's like, "I never went to the UK.
Nope.
Also, this is my husband." And he's like, "But wait, like you left yesterday." I'm like, it is very weird how like in some ways people in like the Anaka like time is just like
it's framed.
It's a fucking flat circle. Like it doesn't move.
It doesn't change.
It doesn't change. And I'm just like, that's kind of funny.
Man, I love the Japanese.
He's like, your husband.
But you're only 15.
Exactly, right? He's like, "Oh, yeah, have you talked to like this person that you went to high school with?" And she's like, "I don't know who that is
anymore, dude." It's like countryside, and also if you go to like really shit areas where those like shitty towns like in the city where no one leaves. Like my town in Tottenham is like that. No one leaves. So when I go back and I'll see people from like quote unquote back in the day who are still living in the town doing fuck knows what, and they ask you things like, "Oh." If they ask me like, "Oh, you still talking to Tyrone? You still know Tyrone?" I'm like, "That's my boy. That's family. I know his family's my family. Very different. Love that kid to death. Completely different." If they mention any other name, barring like two, I'm like, "Who the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
What do you mean?"
Oh, remember we went to primary school together? No, I don't.
I don't know where I went to primary school. I couldn't.
Exactly.
That's what 30 years ago. I can't help you, dude.
Yeah.
I cannot help you.
Yeah, it's. Hyogo's nice. Like I think I could live in Hyogo only because like this is the thing that kind of like blows my mind, right?
Preach.
So where we were staying, it's basically Himeji, right?
Nice.
But like going from Himeji to Osaka takes an hour.
It's so
right.
long,
That's like a long fucking way.
Yeah.
On just a train. It takes like an hour.
Mm.
Going from my house to Shibuya is 30 minutes.
30
Why does
minutes.
that take 30 minutes? And going from like halfway across the fucking Chugoku area is
an hour.
I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So it's like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, if I really just wanted to go to Osaka, like I could just go.
Yeah.
And that's weird because if I'm going from like Yokohama to Tokyo, that's not actually that far, but it's taking me a considerably longer amount of time.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, I don't want to be the Osaka hater.
No, we can be, because I hate Osaka.
Yeah.
But continue. Fuck Osaka, dude. It's an awful town.
Doesn't it cost more to go from Hyogo to Osaka? No, because it's the same train line.
Same train, yeah.
It is a singular train line from Himeji to Osaka all the way to... It's actually weird, because I think... No, the Shinkansen stops in Kyoto first and then goes to Osaka, so kind of...
Yeah, it's like Kyoto, Osaka, then up to like Kobe, Himeji area.
Yeah. But yeah, it's only one train, and it's like direct, and there's only like 5 stops between Himeji and Osaka, so it's like
I rode that train many times. I know the exact train he's talking about.
Yeah. I forget what it's called.
Same. There's a Hanki line or something. No, that's the one that goes up to Kyoto.
It's like no, I don't know. I'll have to check. Anyway,
Go on.
That being said, I want to talk about Osaka for a hot minute. man, like, I want to like Osaka.
Go on. Give it your best shot.
I really do, because I like the vibe of Osaka. But, man, like, we went to Osaka. We had, like, a free day, and we could just do literally anything we want. We got to Osaka and went.
Also, pause. It's the Hakuto line.
Ah, okay.
The Super Hakuto or the Taikodo Sangyo line as well. Yep. Continue. Forgive me.
So we got to Osaka, and I literally just went, like, you know, we're like, okay, we have a free day. What do you want to do?
Oh, Hanshin.
It's not really anything to do in Osaka.
No, there's not.
We haven't done already.
Yep.
And, like, I don't need to go back to the aquarium. I don't need to go see Osaka Castle.
It's bullshit.
So it's like, what do you do?
Nothing.
There's kind of... It's so weird to say,
nothing.
But there literally is kind of nothing in Osaka except for... good food. And like,
finally,
I can't eat for 8 hours a day, and I feel like we've treaded this topic a lot.
Yes,
but it's only just like before I'm like, you know, Osaka's not so bad, and I'm like trying to defend Osaka before, but now I'm like, you know,
thank you. I went to Osaka once for way too long. I was there over New Year's Eve when I was an international student. Told a story before, so I'm not going to go into it all over again. But I was there for like 4 days, and everyone went, whoa, in Osaka? And I went, yeah, you know, one day before the New Year's, then you stay for the, you know, day before, stay for the New Year's, the extra day. And everyone's like, that's way too long. And I was like, no, it's gonna be fun. Like, Tokyo's great. Osaka's like Tokyo, but just dirty. It'll be sick. Yeah. And I get there, and I was like, this is one day in, and I'm like, I'm bored. There is nothing else to do. So I went to Kyoto again.
I mean, Dan is right. There's a lot of good niche little hobby places that are cheaper than Tokyo. Here's the issue. 100%. I can only go to those once.
Yeah.
Right? Once I'm there and I've checked and I'm like, okay, I don't need anything. Now what? Right? It's not that I need to be entertained. Like, I don't have like fucking ADHD and I don't need
fucking Subway Surfer underneath me.
Jingling
keys, whatever.
in front of me, right?
Yeah.
But like, I feel like in Tokyo, I always could like find something to do. But maybe that's just because I'm more familiar with what there is to do. Like, maybe it's just, I don't live in Osaka, so I'm kind of like, oh, okay, well, if I want to do something, I can go to this place. But like, weirdly, as a tourist, I feel like Osaka's kind of shitty.
Yes, when I was talking to my friends who live there, she's born and raised in Osaka, just never wants to come to Tokyo, but she's not like, oh, I hate Tokyo. She's just like, Osaka's just cheaper, and I work here, so I don't care, and I've always lived here. And I was like, I don't like Osaka. I think it's boring. I don't think there's much to do here. I think as a tourist, 1 or 2 days max is more than enough time, or use it as a base to travel around. Sure, hotels in Kyoto can be way more expensive, so that makes sense. But like, as like a place to spend extended periods of time in, not the best place, 100%. But then
it's kind of funny when you go, what's the best thing to do in Osaka? Go to Kyoto.
Go to Kyoto.
Go to Nara.
Go to Nara.
Leave.
Literally, leave. So like, she made the best point, and I was like, you're 100% right. Living here, that is what you do. Yeah. She goes, if you like shopping and you like eating, and those were at the time her only 2 hobbies. She's like, Osaka was sick. She's like, here's what I do in a day. I get up, I go shopping, I buy some stuff that I want to buy, and then I go eat with my friends, and that's my day. And I'm like, cool. If that's all you want to do, I understand that.
Yeah, you're going to have a good time.
Exactly. But I'm a man who...
have a great time.
I hate shopping. And if I'm a tourist, I don't want to go shopping there because I don't want to carry bags with me.
I think you, much like me, are the type of shopper who, 1, knows what they want.
Yes.
2, does a beeline directly for what they want, buys it, and they go, I'm done, I'm going home.
Job's done.
Yeah. I'm definitely not a browser unless I go to like somewhere that's like a secondhand shop, or I'm like, ooh, I can find some stuff, right? Where you have to actually look for it. Like, if I need to buy something from Yodobashi Camera or something, I'm in and out, buy it, done, gone.
Yeah. I had a really funny date years ago where I was like, I'm gonna go shopping this weekend, so I can't really like hang. And she's like, oh, what are you gonna do? And I was like, oh, I need to go to like Uniqlo to grab some stuff, a different store to grab some shirts. She's like, oh my god, shopping date sounds great, would love to come with you. And I was like, dropping all the hints like, no, girl, listen, I see what you're saying, I'm loving the vibe, but after I'm done shopping, I have plans, so it's not gonna be really fun. And she's like, oh, what time are your plans? I'm like, 2. She's like, oh, so what time are you gonna go shopping? She goes
2:01.
She goes 11. I go, what? 1:30. I was like, 1:30. I'm getting to the place. I'm meeting my friends. I'm buying the shit I need to buy, and then I'm meeting my friends. And she's like, "That's not shopping." And I go, "No, darling, that is exactly what it is. That is the definition of shopping. What you're doing is browsing.
If you bring a girl to Uniqlo, that will become your whole day.
That's your whole
Actually,
day." No, yeah.
Jay makes a interesting point here. He says, "I remember the first time I went for a few days and I adored Osaka, but that was year one and the shine wore off quickly. Now,
Bro, he's right.
Now that I live in Tokyo, nothing beats it. The beauty of Osaka for me is outside where my friends live toward Wakayama.
Wakayama is so
For
nice.
tourists, it's good for a base to travel around, but I used Shiga for my transit into Kyoto on my first trip. It was cheap and close. Plus, trains in Osaka end super early."
Yeah, I found that out the hard way. I was like vibing, drinking with the boys. 3 stops away from my hostel where I was staying, and I was like, it's like midnight, better catch that last train home." And the boys are like, "Oh, the last train was like 11:20," and I was like, "Are you 11:20? What the fuck are you talking
the train
about?"
has to go all the way to fucking Himeji, so it has to leave at like
Jesus
10 p.m., right?
Right. I had to walk. I mean, I walked a drunk hour getting home, which is it was a great
That's
grand
fine.
walk. We love.
There
a
are
drunk
times
walk. Yeah.
when a drunk walk
It's wonderful.
is good.
I've worked out as well that where I can drunk walk from going home in my area, and I worked out for me personally a 2-hour drunk walk. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I'll
same.
do that.
Yes.
No fucking problem. An hour and a half, I'll do sober. But for a 2-hour walk, I want to be a little bit. I want phone nicely batteried up, headphones fully charged, and some kind of tinny in my hand.
I also want like the weather to be like
yes,
like crisp. Like
Oh
it's not where it's cold.
no,
It's not where it's hot.
No.
It's just like it's like that like maybe 4 to 5 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
Like it's not freezing, but yeah.
Bro, I'm actually like low key excited for autumn, springish time when those nights are like prevalent all the time. All I want to do is go drinking somewhere outside, get really like drunk, like hammered, and just walk home for like 2 hours. Dude, what a
good
day.
time.
What a day.
Good time.
I think I walked like 30 minutes home from a drinking session with boys in my area, and I was like, I'm gonna walk home. They're like, the Japanese guy was like, "You gonna walk? How far is that?" And I was like, "It's 30 minutes and it's a straight line." He's like,
But you have to remember, Japanese people think anything longer than 5 minutes requires you to drive a car.
It's crazy. They think half an hour is like someone said
I'm
half an hour by train. That's
I
so
drive
far.
I drive half an hour a car. I'm halfway.
I'm
maybe
halfway.
To the city.
Yeah, literally.
So, like, fuck, man.
And I can't even drink because I'm driving.
Exactly. Yes.
Dog
Yeah.
shit, dude.
But other than that, like, I will say if you like food, Kansai is the place to be. Yeah, but like other than that, like you go to the castle, you go to the aquarium, you're like, okay, I'm
done.
done now.
It's kind of nothing
like
more to
unfortunately, I think like that's the biggest thing
Yeah.
is that unfortunately, that's the way it feels. If you come once to Osaka, you're
done
probably
it.
like, ooh, cool, yeah, like you have lots of stuff to do.
Oh yeah.
And then if you go back to Osaka, you're like,
I'm done.
fuck, what do I
What
do?
do I do?
Like, I guess I'd go to the aquarium again.
I would like stop by Osaka, going to other places for lunch, and that's it. Because outside of that, I'm like, what's the point? There's no point me being here. Sorry, Osaka, but the hate's gonna be constant. I apologize.
Maybe the city being so boring is why the people have to be so interesting.
Oh my fucking
That is
God,
true.
you're right.
You know what?
Yeah,
It is
Jesus
weird that like Osaka's kind of boring, but
Yeah.
like everyone from Kansai is pretty awesome.
Oh my God, same thing with Kochi down in Shikoku. Every person I've known from Shikoku is fucking entertaining. I used to date a girl from Shikoku. So funny, super entertaining, really interesting person. And we went back to Kochi to like hang out. And I was like, why is everyone here so fun? And she said the same thing. She said, it's fucking boring here. She's like, growing up
You
here
gotta
is
make
boring.
your own fun,
Yeah,
right?
she's like, growing up is boring. You got to make your own fun. Otherwise, you're just bored all the time. Damn. And they love drinking. Kochi's sick, bro. Kochi's kind of sick. I ain't gonna lie, dude. It's a good time. Grand
Other
old
than
time.
that, yeah, that's kind of been my week. I got hopefully going forward.
Yeah.
I have a full-time job going forward, which would be
Oi.
nice. The pay is dog shit,
Classic.
but so I've been going to, because I'm like doing a program at the school, and I've been going there, and I kind of like talk to the people who are working there, and they're like, oh yeah, like we need more people to come here. I'm like, oh, is that why the company asked me to like take a full-time position here? And they're like, oh, they asked you to take a full-time position? I'm like, yeah, but at the time I had another interview I was
you were
going
saying,
to
yeah.
and whatever, it's coming through. And he, like, well, I can get into that fucking thing that pissed me off too.
Okay, go on.
But they're like, oh yeah, like, you know, this job is like kind of pays like shit, but you almost do no work. So you're coming to work and you're probably doing like 2 hours worth of work. With the other 6 hours, you're not doing anything. So if you have like a side gig where you can do like, I don't know, you're like trading stocks or you're coding or you're doing something where you can just sit at a computer and go,
yeah,
and do that. And then when someone comes in like with needing help or whatever,
change screen,
or
yeah,
not even that, just like something you can just drop and come back to like later. Like if you're in like freelance, like doing design or something, and you can just be like, okay, I'll just leave Photoshop the way it is and go help whoever's doing whatever. Then it's great because you can just work that during the day and then do whatever. So I'm like, well, I don't have any like side hustle, but I can definitely probably, you know, use that time to like level up. Like, you know, maybe I learn coding or something,
dude, might as
right?
well, yeah.
Like if I'm gonna have that amount of time, I don't want to just go to work and like sit there and do fuck all and like browse Reddit or something.
No, it's a
waste
waste, yeah.
my fucking time, right?
Yeah.
So like go online, buy a course, even if it's not like I'm getting accredited, at least I'm learning some kind of a skill.
You just need to know how to do the thing, yeah.
And then once I know how to do that skill, transfer out whatever I got to do.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So like,
that's what
in
I
the
did years
meantime, I'm still making a like it's equivalent to try the JLPT again. Like I can sit there and study. Like they're not gonna be like, you shouldn't study Japanese.
Not
right?
Not fucking Dan. Let's go. Unemployment errors.
I'm employed, Dan. I have a job.
So guys, no more sending unemployment friends on a Wednesday memes in Discord.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. The other guy who, now let me ask you if this strikes you as strange, right? So I had another offer from a different company, right? So they're like, hey, you know, we saw your resume, and we want to have you come in for an interview. And I'm like, cool, awesome. Like, when do you want me to come in for an interview? And they're like, this time or whatever. It was like on a Friday or something, right?
Yeah.
So I come in, and I had already had this other job offered to me, the job I was talking about. So it's like, it's in the back of my mind. They're waiting for my reply to be like, yeah, I want it, or no, I don't.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'll see what this guy says. Go to him, and he's like talking up this fucking company, right?
This position or whatever,
right?
yeah.
And he's like, oh, not even like this position, like the company's like, oh, we
Oh,
do
the
this,
company
and we
itself?
do this and this and blah blah blah, yeah. And then he's like, you know, okay, well, we're gonna do an interview, and I'll make you do like, he's like, oh, can you just like teach a fake lesson, like there's no students here, and just like pretend there's students here, and all, you know, we'll just like, and I'm like, one, that's dog shit. Like if that's how you're evaluating someone's like teaching ability, that's fucking bad. Two, fine, whatever, right? So like after I do it, he's like, yeah, I'm surprised by like how well you could just like on the fly make
it's not hard
a lesson, right? And he's like, not only that, you were like thinking about like what materials you were going to make and bring at the same time as I'm asking you to change like the parameters of the lesson, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah,
it's
sure,
not hard.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not like super hard. Like I could do it. I understand where some people would just be like, I don't know, I need more time.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's like, oh yeah, we got like 4 to 5 positions that are like maybe even like, you know, 20 to 30 minutes from your house or whatever, or from like your local station or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so you have jobs that are for, you know, for people who are looking for full-time jobs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, like, he's like, I'll have to get back to our, what does he call them? The relationship, like, liaison or whatever, to the schools or whatever. He's like, I'll take this back to them, see what they say, blah, blah, blah. Comes like Monday morning. He's like, hey, before we can move forward, I need like a letter from one of your references on like official letterhead and stuff. And I'm like,
what does that mean?
Okay,
go get it.
Sure, yeah. Like I gave you their email address and like stuff. Like
go email them, you fucking weirdo.
If you want me to contact them, go ahead. he's like, yeah, if you could like contact them and have them send me an email.
Okay.
And so I contact her and I was like, hey, like, sorry, this is like kind of,
weird,
spur of the moment, but like, the time is of the essence kind of thing. I'm like, is it possible for you to write me a reference? And because my reference is a fucking legend, she's like, yeah, I'll have one for you by the end of the night.
What a babe.
She's the fucking best.
Fuck,
like,
dude, yeah.
She's so nice and like just super professional and awesome. Like I wish I still worked with her. That's how good of a coworker she was.
Jeez, dude.
But anyway,
Okay,
she's like, yeah, okay, I'll send it to you. And she's like, yep, okay, I've sent it to the guy, whatever, blah blah blah. Like the next day, and he's like, oh yeah, unfortunately, like none of the positions they wanted you for, and like this job is very competitive, and due to the sheer amount of people, I'm like, okay, but like last week on Friday, you were telling me and like, everything's a-okay, everything's hunky-dory. As long as
you're gonna go ahead, yeah.
Everything's gonna be fine, and then all of a sudden you're like, we just got this mass influx of people. So I'm like, what the fuck was it? Not only that, but here's the weird thing that struck me as weird.
On.
Things I didn't find out about any of these positions. One,
what they were.
Fucking
yeah, fuck that. Yeah,
no, I still don't know. I have no idea. Were they teaching jobs? Were they creating whatever? Two, how much money am I gonna make?
Salary? Nothing about salary.
Anything about salary?
Yeah, no,
so like,
fuck that.
I'm in the thing, right? And I told him, I'm like, hey, I have this other job that's offering me, like money, like now to go do this job. What's your counter if I have to tell them yes or no, right? And I'm so glad that I didn't tell the other people no beforehand because now I would be fucked, right? So they were. They just like he's just completely like would
of course yeah.
He's like I don't know right. He's like I have to talk to them and like see how much they offer, right? So the fact that you're like hiding what the position is, hiding what the pay is already at that point at the end of the interview, I'm sus as fuck about what you're doing.
This feels like one of those positions where it's like a interact style, borderline illegal, Hokkien only style.
It was a Hokkien only.
Fucking knew it.
But here's the weird thing. It was a Hokkien contract, but for 3 years. It was a 3-year long Hokkien contract. So I'm like, well, they must be paying you okay then if they're offering you a 3-year Hokkien contract.
No. This sounds like...
We're going to rope you into the Hokkien contract.
I've been in situations where it's like...
Yeah.
So when I was looking for a job, it would be like, oh my God, we have like tons of positions available for you. Take your pick. Anything you want. And then, like, the second you give any pushback or you get to, like, a difficult question where you're like, hey, so the salary, do you do visa? They're like, we're losing jobs fast.
Right,
you got to sign this contract right now.
It was weird, too, because my reference had sent him the reference letter or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he had sent a message back to her and said, hey, can I get on, like, a phone call with you?
Creepy.
Right. Like, I want to talk to you, like, whatever.
Weird.
Like... Then you should have just asked for that in the first place. Like, why'd you ask for the thing? But she tells me this after they've already said we don't have any jobs left. And she's like, oh, he wanted to have a call with me on the phone. And I'm like, have you, like, already talked to him? And she's like, no. And I'm like, but they told me they don't have a position but they didn't contact you about, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. So, like... kind of like just really weird shit.
This feels like a weird thing where they're gonna go, there's no more jobs, and then a week later they go, do you know what, David? You're lucky. We like you.
Right.
We found you a job. Yeah. Here's the worst contract that we can't get anyone to sign for basically no money.
Exactly. Yeah.
I see you said no to your last job, so you have no choice but to sign this contract, or you're going to be homeless.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. I think they realized they're like, oh, this guy has other prospects lined up. There's nothing we can do.
And I don't have to rely on them for a visa.
Oh, they hate that. Employers hate that one trick, dude.
I mean, I don't know about that, Dan. Dan says you might have seemed too smart to fuck over, so they abandoned you. I mean,
no, that's also a thing. Yeah,
that is completely possible because I think a lot of companies are like, well, if the person doesn't know that we're doing illegal shit, we can get away with it because they're not gonna know what to complain about. Fine, okay.
It's why in Interact I was called one time. Once or twice to do like a thing replacement, but they were like, oh my God, teacher S has scurvy. We need you to go and replace him. And I'm like, looks like that school is more than an hour away. you're gonna need to fuck off. And they go, no, from your station it's only 45 minutes. And I go, yeah, well, you guys put me in a house 20-minute walk from the station, so. And they go, I see you've read the Japanese contract.
Yeah.
We won't bother you again, basically.
Yeah.
And they never called me, literally.
So I mean, like, is what it is. I'm more inclined now, after having talked to the people at the place that I've been going to do their like courses or whatever, to go and work there. One, because the person who is now becoming the head teacher, they're like, she's like, I'm gonna have say in hiring people, and if it's my fucking choice, I'm picking you. So you're probably gonna get hired. And I'm like, sounds good.
I'll take it.
So that made it. I'm like, okay, cool, because like I'm also working with them next week as well, so I'm gonna see them again after. And
this is the new place, right?
Yeah. And
how many days a week is it?
5 days.
Oh, fuck.
It is a full-time job. The pay is
but you can, after a year you work it hard, you negotiate back up again.
Yeah,
yada.
right.
I've done this before,
so start at the bottom, work your way up. That is what it is, right?
No, I did the same thing. I took a massive pay cut when I left like teaching for the first time, and then had to like sort of work back up from there. It was really annoying, but
but consistent money monthly is better than like, hey, maybe I get paid.
Yeah, true. I don't want to trickle of money.
Stuff.
It's not
like,
really
good. A lot of people are like, you should be freelance. I'm like, that is playing a fucking dangerous game, because if you don't get money, you're in trouble.
Even Sean is technically freelance as well. He does a lot of like freelance tour guides, editing stuff, like writing as well. But his main job is still like working with the Board of Education to do like part time. Yeah, because he's like consistent money is essential.
He needs to pay rent.
Yeah.
He needs something to be able to pay rent.
Consistent money is essential. You need that, and then everything else is like hobby stuff. But you need something to like, carry you through the month, basically. I don't know. I think people think freelance is like you step into an office and they go,
you are just. And magically clients just appear and they're like,
go,
hey, we want to work with you forever.
Oh, the freelancer, thank fuck you're here. We need you to sign your name on this document. We're going to pay you 1 billion yen for it. Thanks so much.
No, that's not how it works. Also, if you become freelance, you have to do a whole bunch of other shit, like make yourself an LLC and make in Japan, there's a lot of shit you have to
taxes,
do.
It's awful.
That is like, man, maybe I don't want to do that because it's fucking annoying.
It's pain in the ass. I think I'm making my own LLC this or next year. I can't remember which. There's a whole bunch of stuff we're doing the next few years where it's just easier for me to have my own company. So I think we're making our own either the end of this year or the beginning of next year. It's stuff that once it's established, I'll talk on the podcast when it's a little more like solid, But yeah, it'll be. I know the process.
How about you?
I went to Shiga.
We talked about this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we saw that I was going to Shiga. We never discussed how Shiga was. Oh my god,
how Shiga was.
Fucking Shiga, dude. Jesus Christ. All right, let's start with the good. Tanuki Village.
Brilliant. Were there actual Tanuki there?
Massive. The real ones? Yeah.
No. I mean, like living animal.
Yeah. Yeah. They're. Okay, but they're like wild.
Yeah, of course.
It was.
Apologies.
No good. So the entirety of like this.
Squeaky.
I know. I'll post like where the village is in the Discord as well. But like the entirety of Tanuki Village is that it is like this big like region of Shiga that is dedicated to mostly like ceramics. And like one of the main things they made for a long time was like big ceramics of like Tanuki, the whole like raccoon dog thing is meant to provide luck and I assume stop mischief spirits from fucking up your shit. So what these boys did in this town, okay, you be walking around and you walk past a store and the store will be like, we have 500 Tanuki just standing outside the store. You can buy anyone you want. It's not expensive either. It's like a couple hundred yen, 1,000 yen for the bigger boys. And you're like, wow, this is crazy. What a wonderful town. Look how hilariously giant their ball sacks are. This is great. And then, David, you turn a corner, and I swear to God, this happened to me 3 or 4 times, and every single time I was like, yo, this is going to fucking give me a heart attack. 8 foot tall Tanukis.
Like the ceramic ones?
Yes. 8 fuck, bro. 2 stories of just balls. Absolutely insane. Balls as big as door frames, and then the Tanuki leading up from that. Fuck me, dude. You want a fright? See that. You want a bigger fright? Try
nighttime.
Bro, nighttime.
Yeah.
We're walking around and I'm like, I can't live in this town. I cannot live in this town because I'm not leaving my house at nighttime. Because there's like a long like stretch of road, okay? Mm-hmm. We're walking from the main sort of ceramic area to like a different station. So walking down, the walk's really good. You can see the road curving and stuff. You can see like what's in front of you. It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Walking, talking, having a grand old time. We walk past a building, and then instantly to the right of me is an 8-foot tall tanuki. Giant fucking thing, towering over me. I even went, oh, because you didn't know it was there until you literally passed the building and it's standing right there. Like
it's hiding around the corner.
It's hiding around the fucking corner. Terrifying. Oh my gosh. But so much fun. Oh my god, what a town. You like ceramics, it's the town to go to. It is stupidly fun. People are really cool. No one expected like a random foreigner to be there as well. So like walking around like the big sort of main ceramic area as well. You have people being like, do you know, I think someone said to me, do you know Tanuki? And I went, do I know?
Legit, you just went, legit, look at one. No.
This is where we were when he asked me this question. We're standing outside a factory, like a little factory that makes Tanuki. There are 500 Tanuki behind me, all different shapes and sizes, all holding different things, ball sacks, various centimeters of, various diameters of ball sack on these Tanuki. Mm-hmm. And as I'm looking around, I'm like, man, this is crazy. Across the road is an 8-foot tall Tanuki. This is the scene. There's Tanuki. Guys like, oh, wow, a foreigner, how quaint, a foreigner. Let me teach him our ways. I'm speaking in Japanese. I'm talking to someone else in Japanese. Bro walks up. Excuse me. I'm like, hi, yeah, hi, yeah. So, you know when someone like distracts your conversation in Japanese in English, and you're like, how do I English? Is it polite to English? Is it polite to Japanese? So I went, hi, yeah, hi, hi, yeah. Do you know Tanuki? And I went, like personally? I don't answer.
Like person?
So I was like,
by name?
Yeah, I was like personally? And he's like, Tanuki are Japanese raccoon dogs. And I'm like, what are we talking about? I was like, yeah. And he's like, if you look behind you. And I was like, wait, oh. Then it clicked and I was like, oh, yeah, I know. That's why I'm here. And he's like, oh, wow, our culture has spread really far. Exact word. Our culture has spread really far. And I look at him and I go, where do you think I'm from? And he's like, America? I got my significant other fucking pissing herself laughing. She's like, this is so dumb. He's like, America? I was like, no. He's like, England? England? I was like, Tokyo. And he went, I went, Tokyo.
Right.
Came down this morning from Tokyo. He's like, you're staying in Tokyo? I was like, no.
No. No.
Yes,
permanently.
Yes.
I am.
Literally, I was like, I live in Tokyo. He's like, sumimasen, gaijin tomotta. Gaijin desu. And then the entire, he's like, I thought you're a foreigner. I'm a foreigner. Then the whole thing's like, it was like a second of like, interesting. I just, have a nice day. He just fucking tips out of the situation. I'm fucking pissing myself. I'm like, what the fuck was that? What was this? And I turned, I was like, this is a great town. This is a great town.
I've really fucked this up, so we're just gonna pull the ripcord and get the fuck out.
He's like, oh no. Don't worry. This is why I wore the parachute. Just fucking rips it off.
Dude. Stretches his ball sack and
it was a Tanuki all along.
They do that shit, right?
They do. I've seen, was it Tompoko or something, where they stretch their ball sacks to fly away?
Yeah.
I thought he escaped pretty fucking quickly there. He was waiting for the gust of wind.
I need to run before I transform like a fucking animorph.
A gust of wind is coming. Yeah. Fucking gotta get out of here. No, the village was good. The Tanuki village was fun. Shiga itself, like as a whole, I'm gonna release like a more sort of like a longer form style video about like my thoughts and feelings about Shiga, because I think I need to sit down and like write them out. But Shiga as a whole is beautiful. Massive lake there, fucking fantastic, really good sights, really good like scenery. Transport links are fucking dog shit doo-doo.
Well, I mean, it's Shiga. Like, what do you
It's
expect?
Dog. Oh my god. I mean, I expected bare minimum, and I received less than that. I mean, like, I was there when it was snowing.
How bad we talking?
Okay, it takes like an hour and a half to get anywhere, basically. And you're not going far. You're just like going around the circumference of a fucking lake. But to go from like up here near the middle of the lake down to like, I don't know, the train that connects you just to the Shinkansen, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours of train driving. And it shouldn't be that long. You're taking the express train. And it's still an hour
like
and a
how
half.
many stops are in between there and
Exactly.
there should be basically none.
There's barely any, but it takes so fucking long.
It's just this train is slow.
Transport's just dog shit. It's just bad. It's just not a good. And then it just stops. And it's like, we're stopping the train here because we got to keep to a Naka time. We realized we were on time, and that's not going to fly. So we're just going to stop the train here. Fuck you. A lot of that. So, like, it was... Transport's pretty dog shit, which is really annoying. The winter is really cold, but it's cold in a really strange way because of how the mountain breeze works and, like, how, like, where the lake is. The top kind of half of Shiga covered in snow. Fucking sick.
I mean, that makes sense.
You go down, no, none. Like, it randomly, like, you're on the train going from, like, the snowy parts down to, like, the bottom of the lake.
Well, kind of like everything on that Sea of Japan side does experience, like...
heavy snow.
Winter, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good snow, like, it was nice, but, like, it was just, like, out of fucking nowhere. It was crazy. Luckily, because, like, they've experienced it a lot, it didn't fuck with transport as much as it would have in Tokyo. But still, like, transport looks were pretty bad. But I think the biggest... what's the word? The biggest sin, I would say, that Shiga committed is that it has zero food culture. None.
I mean...
No, every single prefecture in Japan has some kind of food culture. Shiga has, like, none. Like,
I'm sure Shiga has
look it up.
something.
Look it up. Shiga has 1 or 2 things, and it's, like, whatever. It's like, oh, okay. And it's not good. Find it. Famous foods. What to eat in Shiga. Famous foods in Shiga. Let me tell you. Nothing.
Shiga Prefecture in Japan is known for its omi beef, funazushi, and other local dishes.
Other local dishes?
Right.
I'll fucking pay you to find them.
You got 2.
You
One of
fucking-
them is meat, and then you said other local dishes.
You lying fucking cunt. Because, let me find it.
Hang on,
Shiga.
I'm on the MAFF, the Ministry of Agriculture, Forest, and Fisheries for Shiga.
Good luck.
And this is kind of dire.
Told you. Here's a famous food. I'm also on the MAFF, Ministry of Agriculture and Fishing. But they have...
Should I just bring it up so the viewers can see? Hang on, yeah.
This shit was absolute fucking... Oh, dude, it was tragic. They have kyogo no tempura, which is tempura of tiny fish from the lake. It's basically like smelt. They've tempered and like fried up some smelt. Boring. They have miso soup. So does everywhere in the entirety of Japan. Thanks for that. Great job.
Yep.
Pickles. Good job.
There you go. Ooh, pickle. I
love pickles.
Hey.
No, we don't. No.
Pickles are good.
Pickles are good.
Yeah.
Pickles are good.
Pickles.
Pickles on your food. It's a side, it's a condiment,
That's
it's a snack.
true. You can't eat. Well, I mean, if you're desperate enough, I guess you could.
I've read the Reddit post where the guy ate too many pickles and basically shat out stomach acid, so you definitely can't. Sabanabo sushi, which is basically saba sushi.
Saba on a stick.
Great. Good job. Beans. Sorry. Fucking beans.
Hang on. It's kofuku mame. It's little bits of luck. Beans.
Fuck off. You stupid gimmick food. It's fucking insta-buy shit. And that's nothing. Ebi mame, shrimp and beans. Wow, you've taken those beans, you've added ebi to them. Fuck you. Boiled. Oh, so this is the big thing we saw a lot.
Red cognac.
Okay, yeah. So this was like actually the thing they kept trying to push, which is like fucking boiled red cognac. The main ingredients of cognac is cognac.
Checks out.
Yep.
It makes sense to me.
Main ingredients used in boiled red cognac. Number 1, red cognac, bonito flakes, red pepper, soy sauce, etc. That etc. scares me because this is an ingredient list.
Right.
You're not listing off...
There's not that many things in cognac. So the fact that you said it's red cognac, bonito flakes, red pepper, soy sauce, what else have you added to it? Because
Who knows?
Yeah, kind of already. I mean, you're not adding it to the red cognac because that's already an ingredient.
So here's my thing. I didn't try red cognac while I was there because I was like, I don't like cognac anyway. And the only thing I read about red cognac was the fact that what was it? Red cognac is a specialty of Omihachiman City and is dyed red with iron something oxide. It does not lose its color when boiled and is very healthy. Sorry, if something... cool. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. The next line gets me because I'm like, cool, you've told me the thing is red and it's got iron in it.
Okay, wait. Hang on.
Go on.
I've actually clicked on the red cognac thing.
How dare you?
So it says ingredients used. I'll read them out again. Red cognac, bonito flakes, red pepper, soy sauce, right?
Yeah.
Scroll down a little bit to the recipe. Ingredients: red cognac, soy sauce, bonito flakes, mirin, and chili. Why didn't you just write mirin and
chili
at the top?
Why wrote this? You fucking stupid fucking idiots. Yeah.
So it's chili. It's sweet chili cognac.
It's sweet chili cognac.
It is the secondary best Dorito flavor applied to cognac.
So your famous food is second place Doritos.
Yeah.
You've made Doritos bad. Great, good job.
Yeah.
There are various theories as to why this cognac is red, such as that Nobunaga Oda. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
fucking Nobunaga mentioned
himself.
every fucking time Japan struggles with some dog shit. They're like, I'm like, oh, so why do you catch tiny fish in this lake and fry them up? Hanzo Maki, great ninja. He loved these.
Hanzo?
I don't, David. I'm not a historian, okay? I'm just
My bad. Sorry.
just one man, David.
Fair enough.
So Hanzo Smith, fucking great ninja, love these tiny fucking fish, and you're like, where's the proof? And they go, wow, a lot of questions there. Arrest him. Great questions all around, guys. Let's move on. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, actually shut up. Yeah, apparently he loved colorful things and had dyed it red.
That's your reason a Nobunaga liked colorful things.
Wait.
So he said, cognac, gray, fuck that, we're going to make it red.
Let me finish this off, because like the bullshit doesn't end there. So let me start from the beginning. They go. There are various theories as to why this cognac is red, such as Nobunaga Oda, who loved colorful things, had it dyed red. Ready for it? But there are no historical materials that state its origin. And the reason why it's red remains unknown. So you made it up. So you lied to the people. You lied to me. So if I bought some of this stupid fucking cognac, because I was like, oh my god, it's famous, and I'm like, oh, why is it red, cognac seller? And you're like, ooh, it's red because Nobunaga loved red cognac.
Like the blood of his enemies.
He loved colorful things. And I'm like, sick, I'll bring it back to my friends in Tokyo. They'll love this. And I go, guys, look at this. I got it from a potion seller, and he said it was Nobunaga's favorite. And they're like, you fucking idiot. They lied. You were swindled. You were tricked.
Yeah.
You're basically an 80-year-old woman on Facebook. You're a fucking idiot. What have you done? Fuck you, Shiga. You stupid. What a fucking... I'm never getting sponsored by Shiga.
I mean... The funniest thing is, right, they give you this whole song and dance about why the cognac is red.
Yeah. And then they go...
And then they tell you...
I'm lying.
By the way, we put red peppers and chili in it.
Why
do you think it's red?
David... It remains
a mystery. Who would know? Nobody ever would figure that one out.
You know what it is? It's the Hannibal meme where he shoots Hannibal and he's like, who shot Hannibal?
Can't believe they've done this.
Do you think when they're at the red cognac factory, they've hired a man to stand at the end of the production line going, oh, it's red! Oh, how did this happen? Just to add to the mystery. Oh my god. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Why would Oda Nobunaga want this? Why? You just made our job harder.
Why have you forsaken me so?
Yeah, looking... Okay. I already noticed another problem here. Just going through these, I'm gonna bring it back up.
Go on.
Let me count the amount of things that are just beans.
Yeah. He's clocked on, yeah.
Soybean soup, 1. Kofuku mame, 2. Ebi mame, 3. That's shijimi. Itokoni also has beans in it.
Would smash that though. Sounds delicious. One below that as well.
Isazamame. So that's
Mame is
5. So 5 of the, what is this?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
So 5 of the 18 are just beans a la beans.
Yeah. We got a famous dish. For your course too, for your shiorori, I brought beans. Like, wow, what
is with Japan and beans?
They saw that one meme about the guy in the movie theater. They just fucking took it, dude. They loved it. They're like, we're gonna eat beans as well. What a fucking sick take, dude. Fucking love beans. But no, that was one of my problems with Shiga. They have like no food culture, very stressful. But the main thing for me personally, they suffer from what I think I called it, I had dubbed it the Nagoya Mondai. Was it Nagoya? I don't want to. Yes. Nagoya has a problem, okay?
Okay.
I will link this back to Shiga, I promise. But I've said this before. There is a big problem called the Nagoya Mondai. The Nagoya Mondai is, in Nagoya, in the big city of Nagoya, there are about 12 good restaurants or cafes in the whole city. There's only 12. That's it. There's 12 of them, no more, no less. So when you go to Nagoya at lunchtime, every fucking person is fighting to get into one of these 12 fucking restaurants. Morning is worse, because morning is like the famous, Nagoya morning set. Free bread and toast. Yada, yada,
I've
yada.
had that. It's pretty good.
It's fucking, no, it's delicious. It's really good. I'm not saying these 12 restaurants are bad. Quite the opposite. They're the only good ones in Nagoya.
That's why
it adds to the problem. Cafe, same thing. 10 great cafes in Nagoya. Only 10. You gotta fight for them. So every fucking time we're trying to get somewhere, 2-hour wait, 1 hour wait. Give me a little cool. Hey, you open? We're open. Good. Because that's rare as well. Fucking fantastic. We're gonna come by. 2-hour wait. How? You've just opened. People been here since 6 a.m.
Right. People were already lining up, and I wasn't even at work. People have showed up to my workplace earlier than I showed up to my fucking job.
I was having a morning fucking wank, and I could hear them lining up outside my fucking door. Didn't help. Open late today.
You going to work today?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Can you shut the fuck up? Or start humming or something. Help me out here, guys. You're making it harder. Like,
press the button that plays the music when you're taking a shit.
Button, bro. The jungle noises. now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with fire.
Wait, is there actual
I've heard it.
Of like jungle noises?
There's jungle ones. Yeah, it was really cool.
I've always heard like music. I've never heard jungle.
I once clicked it and I heard just a monkey scream at me, and I was like, if this doesn't get the sauce rolling, nothing's going to. Fucking hell, dude.
Here's a secret. That wasn't Monkey.
That wasn't Monkey.
That was just the guy in the other stall.
Just a man.
Just going wild. He's going hog wild.
Because you press the button, a banana comes out of his store. Just like, oh my fucking god. It's right there. For the taking.
Oh, man.
To loop back, Shiga has the Nagoya Mondai, but they've been afflicted in the worst possible way. We're in a town. We're like, all right, quick lunch. Sounds good. We're waiting for the bus to go to like this other place in Shiga that has like a really nice something so important. So we're like, it doesn't matter. We have an hour. Let's get some lunch. Little Google, there is 3 things we can eat in this place. Number 1 looked really good. It was like this beef bowl, whatever area. Once again, whatever beef is famous in Shiga.
Oh, you mean the
famous beef? Yeah, the famous oli beef. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Nobunaga loved that beef.
That's what I've heard.
That's what I read.
It's the only beef you'll eat.
Honestly, yeah, I heard he dyed it red because something. There was that. Option 2 was just a beef store. And that beef store sold like katsu and menchikatsu and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Good job, because them fuckers saved my life. I gave them a 5-star review because the third place to eat was McDonald's. These were my options. So we were like, we're going to go.
That's kind of dire when 3 is McDonald's.
3, Mac fucking Donald's. So we go, okay, let's go to the good cafe up the road. We go up to the cafe, go inside, wait in line. Chaos. We get there. No one's like, do you have an appointment? Do you have like nothing? We can't look into the store because this cafe is fucking tiny. There's a little screen to like hit a button to like get your ticket or whatever. We look at the screen. Guess the number of people waiting. This store sits about, I can actually count, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people.
I bet there's probably like 30 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like 32 people in line. 32 fucking people. In the store itself, 3 people waiting.
Do you know what the name of the place was?
I don't remember. I'm slowly blocking it from my memory. I can find it and put it in the Discord. Which one?
I'm
McDonald's?
No, not the McDonald's. I'm just because I wondered because I just looked like I just saw in the search results here the best restaurants in Shiga, and you said there's only 3 places to eat, so it must be one of these 5.
Fuck me, Jesus fucking Christ! Yes, I told you.
What did you have? What did you have to eat
in Shiga?
Yeah, specifically at that place. What was?
No, we didn't wait.
Oh,
it was an hour wait.
Okay,
no, it was more than that.
Okay, but what were they serving?
Some kind of beef bowl, I think. I don't remember. Okay. Honestly, I was so
near
annoyed.
the castle?
No, we moved away from the castle. Okay. I'll find it. I'll put it in the Discord. Okay. It was bad. It was bad. I think that's like my main gripe with Shiga. I don't know why. Probably because like just the overwhelming shadow that is Kyoto. They just didn't develop enough of their own like culture. So now it's just kind of
why
like
would you need to? You just go to Kyoto and you're like,
no,
I'm
exactly.
so cultured.
But that's a massive problem. Like I'm looking at Shiga and I'm like, you've got some cool shit here. Like there's some cool shit there. But no one around it is like propping up the cool shit. So I would go again because I want to go to the island. We couldn't go because like it was disgustingly snowy. So we'll go next time. But like I want to go to the island.
On what is it, Takashima?
Yeah. I was something like that. I forgot what it's called exactly. But like we're gonna go to the island. We want to do this. We want to do some crazy stuff. We want to go check out the castle again. Yada yada. But I'm like I don't really want to anymore because I know once I get there, I'm entering like just a desert. Nothing, a desert, nothing. Oh, Maibara as well. Yeah. Maibara is a Shinkansen station.
Okay,
there's nothing
we
in that.
We discussed this last time.
Yes.
Because I couldn't figure out what the kanji was.
Yes. There is nothing in that station.
It's just a Shinkansen
There
station.
is nothing. There's like one big like hotel. There's a supermarket that closed at like 10 p.m. There is nothing in that fucking station. To the extent where we start Googling. I was like, this is crazy. This station can't be. Japanese reviews of Maibara, they've called it like the worst Shinkansen station in Japan.
Damn.
It's a Shinkansen station, but it feels like you're at an Inaka local station. They're like, for a Shinkansen station, this station is terrible. Worst fucking station in Japan for a Shinkansen. Awful. And I agree. I second that. Dog shit, doo-doo low tier station. Shiga in total, 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 prefecture. I probably won't be back, honestly. Maybe I'll go back once during the summertime, but I'm giving it the Osaka treatment until it can prove itself worthy, where I'll be there for one planned day and nothing more. No, I'll do one thing, then I'm like, all right, guys, let's go to fucking Fukui. At least they have dinosaurs there. Fuck it. Like, fuck me, dude.
I'm just looking here.
At Shiga?
Where Shiga ranks in the
bring
prefecture.
Up the list. Is it bad?
Surprisingly, Shiga is not in the bottom 7.
No. It's better than that. The bottom 7 are fucking dire.
Yeah.
Dire.
Where they don't show me the entire list.
I can find it. Shiga 2024 Japanese prefecture.
This is happiness ranking.
Nah. Fuck the happiness.
Fuck their happiness. Shiga.
Okay.
Oh, Shiga is rated 40.
There we go.
So it's not bottom 7, it's bottom 8.
It's bottom 8. Literally. I'm not gonna lie, if they were like 35, I'd be very surprised. But no, it is pretty down there. I found that let me find it. The last was my Japan complete. Here you go. So I only have how many fucking prefectures are there? 47? I have 6 more prefectures to visit, okay?
Saga is ranked worse than Shiga, Dan.
Saga is terrible.
Is I think Saga out of 48 is 47.
Yeah. Saga's bad. It's like a contest between Saga and Ibaraki.
Yeah.
Every year.
I don't think Ibaraki deserves to be that low.
I don't think so either. No, it does not be. Do you know what it is? It doesn't deserve to be that low, but they have like weird old men in charge of like dealing with their like whatever, and they're just like, what about they're doing the Shiga thing.
What about the natto?
What about the beans?
What about the beans?
I'm noticing a trend.
Yeah, beans. If you like beans, bottom of the pile.
If your only thing you're fucking shilling is beans and shit Nobunaga supposedly likes,
Yeah.
bottom of the fucking barrel. You're being weird. No one wants your beans. So
It's true. It's true.
my name ain't Jack.
No one
Fuck
wants
off.
the beans.
No one wants the beans, dude. But my last prefectures to visit is Totori, Fukui, Shimane, Yamaguchi, Saga, and Kagoshima.
So all West Japan.
Kagoshima is apparently really good. That's going to be sick. Yamaguchi, I've heard, is going to be really cool. So I might visit those like sometime this year. Fukui has dinosaurs, so we'll see how that is. The only question at the moment is, what will be the last prefecture I visit? And here's the thing. Do you end...
Do you save a good one for the
Yes!
end?
Do you save a good one for the end or a bad one?
You know, I think
Right?
you could go either way, to
Either
be
way?
honest.
Do you know what you do? I'm gonna let the Discord. Fuck. I'm gonna let the Discord decide.
Okay.
I'm gonna let. Can we do a poll in the Discord?
Oh yeah, I can make a poll.
Okay,
right now.
we're gonna put
I
a poll in
think
the
I can make a
Discord.
poll.
You
I'll put it in
can work it later. Yeah.
the travel questions. How do I make a poll?
I'm gonna make a poll in the Discord and
Create a poll. Here it is.
There you go. Should I save a good prefecture for last or a bad one? So good or bad? Where do I end? You guys want to vote in the if you want to vote in the poll, join the Discord. The links are in the.
It's in the show notes.
There you go.
Of every episode. Just
Join the
click it.
Discord, jump
and if
in.
you can't get in, send me a message. I'll send you a link.
There you go. Or send me a message. I will probably ignore it because I don't check any of my messages. I'm really sorry. I'm the worst person replying to messages. It's like not even funny. I'm so sorry. I think I have. Wait, how many unanswered?
So hang on.
messages?
Let me. The question is: should Jordan save a good prefecture for last?
Yeah, good prefecture or bad prefecture for last? Do I do good or bad?
Oh, okay. Good or bad.
What should my final prefecture be? A good prefecture or a bad prefecture? Do a bad one, but go in with high expectations. Wow, Dad, you're trying to fuck me up. That's insane. Yeah, I want to go Yamaguchi for sailing. What about the grapes? Fuck off. Shiga or Saga, which is worse. Saga. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, it's.
I'm gonna put the duration to be like
a week.
a week. We'll put a week from today. So that means the results will be in next week.
I will follow the results no matter what they are. If it's a bad prefecture, I will end on Saga. I swear to God. So, guys, please. Wait, Saga? No way. Maybe Totori.
Oh man, people are fucking on it.
Can you guys fucking relax? Can you fucking relax?
I literally pressed okay.
Fuck. Wait, I'm gonna vote good. Is it on travel or is it?
It is in the travel or travel questions section. I'm gonna actually hit reply on this.
Should Jordan save a good? Oh, fuck. What's funnier is the question, honestly.
I'm gonna ping everyone so that people see it.
I'm gonna vote bad. No, I'm gonna vote good because I know what I'll end if it's good. 50-50, bitch.
You've canceled out whoever's vote that was.
Yeah, fuck you, dickhead. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna go Akihabara?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
I need to go. Well, I don't need to go, but I want to go buy stuff.
I need to go and edit. I fucked up the day of the birthday. It's next week.
Oh, so it's not.
No, I thought there was a birthday this week, but it's next week. This week there's an event with Sea Dog VAs releasing a beer in an IPA pub somewhere in Tokyo. And I was gonna go to that, but it's limited seats, and I want to.
I see.
I don't want to scrounge for a ticket.
So are you still going to Akihabara then?
Yep. I'm gonna edit there and then look at computers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still going to Akihabara. Fuck it. I'm gonna go hang out.
Bring me and do an on-site podcast about how bad it is. I don't need to be on site to tell you how bad it is.
Can we do the thing where I'm like, we got Jordan live.
Put you on a green screen. We have Jordan here live from
Jordan here live from Shiga. It's terrible. Thanks, Jordan.
It's just like a maid stepping.
Yeah, it's
on
the
a guy.
maid.
He's like, I can't believe what is happening behind me. It is utter pandemonium.
I'm currently in Totori. Sand. Now here's Dan with the weather. Dude. It's fucking good to be back. I love a fucking cheeky card, dude. Hell yeah. Probably gonna buy. I was gonna talk about computer stuff, but I'll do it next week. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I was gonna shit on people who build their own computers, but I'll do it next week.
Wow.
Fucking
tell me how you really feel.
Fucking smug cunts. I ask one question, and you're like, "Have you thought about just building your own?" Fuck off, cunt. You fuck. Anyway, that's for next week. I'll talk more about that.
Jeez.
It's a great topic. Anyway, guys, Well, yeah, okay, bro. Maybe get some berries, maybe hang out, do some editing. I'll see you next week, guys. Love you and leave you. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay dry.
Bye-bye.